Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. EA Sports College Football continues, a familiar feel for us here on a Thursday night. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those Oh,
watch out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I think both defenses are expecting to have a lot of fun in these conditions, right, guys? It is snowing. They know it's going to be really hard for these players to hold on to the football, so they're trying to make tackles, but they're also trying to scoop and score in this one because at any given time, someone can put the ball on the ground.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right back to him on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give is to Smith. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes
might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone, getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's got to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it, you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Direct snap. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Brown wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this team right now has got to be into some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Brown will throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Smith. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's the pressure. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They want to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Brown wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Oh, what a move to get open. Could be an alley. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Brown will throw it. Bring in the heat. And they got it.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're now up 9-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hardy. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Trying play action. Now Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll pull it down. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Buying some time. Quarterback's got the first. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Brown will throw it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. Made a defender miss. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Brown wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Running inside, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It's 3rd and 5. Smith takes the handoff. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The run inside. It's Smith.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
There's some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Temple. Finding up to add another.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go right back to it. Push down for the tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete on third down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running inside, it's Smith. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's in open space downfield. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Calls his own number. Maybe some room here. The 40, at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Owls. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Owls sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Oh, he's got a chance. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Jackson. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. It's a seam walk. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Clark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep the...
Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his... in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover.
Makes the grab. Touchdown Owls. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Owls sideline, developing situation down here with their running back. He has struggled to hold on to the ball today, and trailing in this game late, we'll see if the coaches continue to trust him. They do have a reliable backup, but this is a big moment in the game to see if they can override these early turnovers and get the ground attack that they need to get back in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Can't get him to the ground. There's a crease. Touchdown, Owls! They move on top here in the 4th. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, with this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Oh, they're after him. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
That's great vision on the quarterback, man. Understanding that ball's going to come out. I got a break on it in the end zone, setting up a big fourth down play. I think they're going to go for it, but how about this defense? They've given up some yards and now in a position to get a huge stop on fourth down.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Owls sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Reese?
All right, Holly. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking the deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final.